What up, people? Welcome to Griever TV. I'm Griever, and of course, I've been joined by A's. What up, dude?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, so neither of us have, done a Dota game before, so we're just doing this for shits and giggles. It may get uploaded, it may not get uploaded. I'm real fresh to Dota. I don't know too much about it. A's, however, does have a little bit of experience. But yeah, so we're going to be witnessing a game between Woo
and X5 and friends.
X5 and friends. So I think is that Cindy's brother?
Cindy's brother, Mizuko, yeah. So we're going to jump straight into the drafting right now. Invoker and Nature's Prophet banned straight away for the, the Radiant side. Tidehunter gone for the Dire side.
So the Invoker ban will definitely be because of Jump.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to go up against Jump's Invoker, which I might say is rather formidable. Nature's Prophet is always that one pick that really one annoying pick that it's really quite difficult to go against. I'm just thinking right now whether these teams are banning because they have a specific draft of picks that they want to go up against, so they're picking the counters, or whether they're banning purely based off of the preferences of the other team. So I think it might be the second net right now, because they definitely ban Invoke because they don't want Jump to take it. If you look at the Dire bans, Tidehunter, Lycan, fairly standard. Lycan is a very standard ban, very powerful carry hero that generally teams don't want to go up against, and Tidehunter's that really huge AoE hero, very useful in team fights, so they got rid of that one as well, Griever.
Yeah, definitely.
Both teams still got one to go.
What they go for.
Yeah, both teams still got one left to ban.
I doubt they're going to be banning the Pudge, based on Fake's Dota2 fails of the week introduction. Oh, Quap.
So there's another one of Jump's heroes gone. So if you notice, it's two mid heroes gone. So two mid lane heroes gone, Invoker and Quap, and the other ban, Nature's Prophet, is of course the jungling hero, which they don't really want to go up against. It's a bit of global presence. It's actually a really smart ban, banning Invoker and Nature's Prophet. They both have really strong global presence. Invoker with that global Sunstrike with unlimited range, and Nature's Prophet being able to teleport anywhere around the map. Waiting for the Dire ban at the moment, just to see if, again, they're banning based off what they don't want to go up against in terms of how they're going to pick their team, or whether they're banning based off what they think the other team might pick for their own picks.
Yeah, they're certainly they've used up all their time. They're into their bonus time now. I know Jump especially, he takes a really long time. So Windrunner, that's not a bad ban. Windrunner's
a very strong team fight hero. So I think Dire have really opted for banning a lot of those team fight heroes. So Tidehunter, very powerful team fight hero with that big Ravage ultimate, and Windrunner, another very powerful team fight hero, able to disable two whole heroes by herself. And we see the first pick for the Radiant side is going to be Darkseer, so a powerful solo laner, can also jungle, and Leshrac can respond.
Really strong push hero, so...
Exactly. So, two powerful team fight and crowd control heroes, so Leshrac and Sangting, both with stuns and both with powerful AoE skills. So we're going to be looking at a very strong team fight composition for the Dire side, Griever.
Yeah, definitely.
From the picks that we've seen so far. So I'm kind of expecting for their last three picks, there's just more heroes that can add to their team fight capabilities. I mean, there's two big AoE heroes right there, and we're just going to have a look at what Radiant are going to have for their two picks. So obviously the picks go Radiant 1, Dire 2, and then Radiant 2, and then Dire 1 to make it fair. Okay, so Enigma is a very good pick. Rattletrap, Clockwork is actually a really interesting pick. That's a really is a powerful early game initiation hero. Kind of falls off a bit late game, although Clockwork has that really powerful rocket, which is global range. So they've picked up a nice strong global hero with that, and of course the Clockwork ultimate allows himself to engage from a very long distance as well.
So based on what we're seeing here, we're probably expecting to see some really hard pushing and possibly going for more of an early to mid game.
See, I think both teams are very similar teams at the moment, and both have very powerful pushing and team fight heroes. If you look at Leshrac and Sand King, both are very capable of pushing. Darkseer and Enigma also very capable of pushing by themselves, and also strong team fight heroes. So I think the odd hero out at the moment is Clockwork, which definitely fills into that really early aggression initiation role a bit, whereas all the other heroes seem to be more favored towards the mid game. Darkseer, Enigma, Leshrac, and Sand King, all powerful team fight / pushing heroes. And Dire are going to combo with Shadow Demon, which is going to be the ganker / very good at can also be very good at pushing with the poison wave or defending. I think we're going to be waiting for Radiant to pick their mid laner at the moment, because I think Dire have quite a few options for mid lane. They could either go Leshrac mid lane or Shadow Demon mid lane. Anti-mage Bangriever for the Radiant side.
Yeah, that's also not a bad choice.
So I didn't want to go up against the anti-mage. Although
no one likes a fed AM.
I think you think we're getting into that stage now where both teams will be removing the carries from either side. So now we're going to go to the Dire ban. They're going to probably be removing either another team fight hero or a carry that they think the other team might pick. Because both teams opting for fairly strong team fight at the moment. So between the 20 to 40 minute mark is where we're going to see most of the action, Griever.
Yeah, and I actually quite like games that, you know, really heat up in that time. It's nice seeing everyone big and tanky at the end, but seeing some, you know, really fluid team fights is awesome.
And in response to the anti-mage ban, we have a Chaos Knight ban, so another very strong ban, a carry ban. So
the Dire is making excellent bans, honestly. Like I know the Radiant are making good bans, and they're making them quite smart based off the players that they're playing against. But these are the last two bans, especially for the Dire, are quite big bans.
This is another Dragon Knight's been banned as well. Now that's another carry hero that may have been quite good on the Dire side, and there we go, Shadow Fiend ban. So all four of the last bans were all carry bans. So and now we're into the last 4 picks, so that each team will be looking to pick their carry hero right about now.
Okay, I'm going to go on a limb and call it. There's a possibility we might see a jump CM carry. He loves that.
Maybe not in an in-house proper match, but I can never rule it out. Never say never.
Honestly can't.
Just have to mention though that Clockwork is one of those really powerful heroes from 0 to 20 minutes. So I think for them to make real use of that Clockwork, big things have to happen in that early stage of the game. And now we see Doombringer. That's going to be their carry. A strong AoE hero, so that's going to be another good teamfight hero. I'm pretty sure though. He's going to suffer if the other team pick anything with strong right-click damage right now, which they will because they haven't picked their carry yet. The thing about Doombringer is his armor is quite low, but his damage output is rather high, and of course that Doom ultimate, probably one of the best ultimates in the game.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
So Mirana, I'm not actually too sure if they're picking Mirana as their utility or they're going to choose Mirana as their carry. Mirana can actually carry, but with the Mirana, I think you're going to be able to see a lot of good initiation with the Mirana ultimate. And Venomancer is the last pick, closing up the Radiant lineup.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Rubik on the other side.
I'm calling it now. Jump will be playing Rubik, and he will be looking to steal Doombringer's ult.
Yeah, I think you're right on with that. And there's a lot of good ultimates to steal there. Darkseer's Wall, very powerful. Enigma's Black Hole, very powerful. And even Venomancer's Poison ultimate is really strong as well. So a lot of really good abilities that you can choose from there. We're gonna start up and see. Just go through for me, Guru, like who is playing what here, and let's go through the lineups.
Righto. Let's have a look. So it looks as though Fake is going to be playing the Doombringer for the Radiant. They're going to have Render heading up on the Enigma. Going to have Sketch on Darkseer, Cindy on Venomancer, and Mexico is going to be playing Clockwork. I think Mexico is actually quite a good player, so he might be able to accomplish some stuff with that Clockwork. And we see what exactly is that?
It's a rocket from Clockwork. As I see, it's a global range rocket, so
that's pretty funny. And of course, we've got Jump playing Rubik. I called it. We've got SKP. That would be KO playing the Shadow Demon. We've got Bulk, aka Blackzilla. He's currently playing on the Leshrac. And we've also got Guzmo, who I'm not familiar with, playing Sand King, and Snake from VR. He is playing the Mirana.
And they're definitely going to send Rubik to the mid lane. So they have other really strong mid lane heroes, Shadow Demon and Shrek, but they're going to send the Rubik to mid lane. And I believe the mid lane for Dire is going to have to be either Enigma, Venom, or Clockwork. I think they're going to do the Clockwork because they want the Venom on the side lane with either Enigma or Darkseer jungle. I think you might see Darkseer solo. So Darkseer will be soloing the top lane by himself, with Vino and Doombringer bottom, Enigma will be jungling, and Clockwork middle, as we've said, and think that will complete the Radiant.
Now, just to quickly point this out, it looks as though they're going to go for a big play at the start here. Don't know if they've been noticed yet. No, Bulk hasn't been seen. They're going to go for an early gank on the bottom lane, going to get rid of his item screen for you to see people. They're hiding in trees.
So either going to be early gank, or I think they were just placing wards there, though I don't see any wards being placed.
They've still got 3 bottom, though. Game is
so we've got the first pause. So just while we're in this pause, Bulk does have a haste rune, and it is about to run out, but we might be able to see something out here. And of course, a really strong tri-lane combo. Shadow Demon disrupts straight into Sand King stun or the Leshrac stun, vice versa. It's going to be really powerful. They might kill this Doombringer right off the bat. It's going to happen.
Yep, definitely lots of early damage in there. You can see, oh, maybe not. But then again, getting so much damage on him early on in this tri-lane. Look, picking up another little one. As you can see, SKP is starting to fall out. He was tanking the tower for a little bit
there. Cindy calling out the tri-lane. And yeah, Fake definitely took a lot of early damage there. I'm really glad he bought a lot of regen for that. You have to be able to know, Griever, though also Enigma is in the Radiant jungle. So this is actually effectively 2 tri-lanes in the bottom jungle, because that Enigma can come any time to help that bottom lane. So you got 3 against 2 as of right now. You know, that's gonna really hurt the Dire side if they don't get an early kill. If they don't get enough early pressure, it will really hurt them, because they're going to be behind in farm. They're going to be behind in levels against the dual lane.
Guzmo does have 2 clarities, however, he's got a really small regen on mana as Sand King, and he's actually used all of it just there in that early fight.
And of course, we can't forget about the other lanes. We've got a Mirana solo against the Darkseer solo. So Mirana taking the easy lane. She'll most likely be the carry. In fact, she will be the carry for the Radiant side, while Rubik versus Clockwork in the middle. I think Rubik's going to win that one fairly easily. Clockwork being a melee hero and Rubik being a hero with 600 range and a lot of good harass abilities. So
yeah, hard out.
But again, all the action is happening in the bottom lane, Griever.
Indeed. Let's have a look what's happening here. They're going to be able to pick up Doombringer, getting a good kill on him, and none of them are actually under half health. Nerds, Cindy.
So of course, that's the first blood, Griever, and extra gold for the player who I believe that was Leshrac who killed that player. So first blood, and not only that, but it was first blood on the carry hero for the Radiant side.
Are they going to go for an Enigma hunt?
And this is going to be 2 kills here.
Yeah, definitely.
And Leshrac will chain the stun. Bam, it hits, and we're going to see the second kill here for sure.
Boom. And so that is actually that's really bad for the Doombringer, because that's 2 deaths. He's lost a lot of experience right there.
And not only that, but it's really just it's offsetting the kind of disadvantage that you have from tri-laning. The disadvantage obviously being less XP and less gold overall, because you have to share it between 3 heroes.
Yeah.
And obviously,
as you can see, Venomancer can't even get anywhere near. So this tri-lane is actually proving really effective so far.
I think what needs to happen right now is Enigma has to come in and help at some stage. Although the only silver lining the Radiant really have right now is that because it's their dual laning, they can catch up on experience. And of course,
Render to be near the creep wave to be able to pick up experience.
Render has been sitting in the jungle for a while now, so he's been racking up a lot of solo XP. Picking up a soul ring now at 3 minutes 44. While top lane has been pushed quite far back, Snake feeling a bit of pain there. Although it's pretty good for Snake because he gets to fight on the tower, which is pretty safe for him.
Yeah. If we have a look at the difference in experience earned, we can see that the Radiant actually got a really good start out there.
Yeah.
But
if you actually open up the player list tab on the top left, you can see the amount of creeps killed on each side, and if we look through here, Griever, you can like there's actually a bit of action going on.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna. Oh,
This is gonna be 4v1.
Caught. Yeah, this is a done deal.
So we got 3 kills within the first 5 minutes, Griever. Not even 4 minutes 30.
And getting that kill on Clockwork is going to give Jump the advantage he needs in the middle lane as well.
And back to what we were saying about the creep kills right now. So, if you have a look on that creep kill counter, you can see who has the most amount of creeps at the moment, Griever.
Where am I looking?
On the top left, the second button.
Okay. Let's have a look at 19 for Render, 18 for Stretch, for Sketch, and what have we got? Blackzilla. So that's the Leshrac has picked up 15 so far. And Snake has got 19. So
Leshrac being the one picking up all the gold in the bottom lane, that tri lane, doing very well against.
They're gonna get Cindy here.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be another kill.
Surely they're going to get Cindy. One more auto attack. Yes, they are going to pick him up.
If Bulk is not here, he will die here.
Yes, he is going to die.
And the fire takes him down.
Yeah, and Enigma is here as well, and they're going to be able to pick up Gusmo, surely. Look at that. They're going to get the quick stun off on him, get some melee range into there. He's getting back to his tower. He is going to be able to escape. Luckily, Sand King was able to quickly zip forward.
I think if Enigma maybe got there a bit quicker, they could have saved the Venomancer, who unfortunately went down there. Although it was a very good kill on Box Leshrac. I think they needed to kill that Leshrac because he's definitely the one picking up all the gold on the bottom lane, so they need to be able to control that a little bit.
Yeah. As you can see, that Mirana is taking quite a bit of damage thanks to Darkseer using his Iron Shell on creeps and setting them up. So he's not getting much in the way of experience. He's only just hit a level 6, although it isn't too bad. But
to note, Karo's Shadow Demon moved up to the top lane, although he's moving back down now.
He was waiting in the trees, but
he was looking. They wanted that Darkseer kill. They wanted that Darkseer kill, and I think the Darkseer did well to avoid overextending there. Yeah. And he's going to go to the mid lane now.
So Jump's gone bottom. I think Jump may have been going for a gank bottom.
He's got a haste rune at bottom, so Doombringers is going to be in a lot of trouble if the players converge on him right now. Pings are going out. They want their Doombringer, but they're going to find the Venomancer instead. It's going to be a really easy kill.
Boom.
So bottom lane not looking too good for the team at the moment. I think for the Radiant, for them to come back from this right now, they need to pour a lot of players down to the bottom lane to kind of offset that imbalance right now with the 5-1 in terms of kills to deaths.
And see, Shadow Demon is actually only level 3. Not good.
Just in terms of XP though, if you open the XP graph, Griever, like what can you tell us about what those 5 kills have meant for the Dire team?
Well, Dire's experience has it's really shot in their favour. Jesus, that is absolutely huge. The line has pretty much just...
Render will go down in this jungle now. They've managed to find Render in this jungle. I think they went hunting for those kills. But yeah, the XP is now over 1,000 for the Dire side. Gold graph has gone over 1,500 for the Dire side. So at this early part of the game, I think definitely the XP is what's making the difference right now. And bottom lane is taking hell of a beating. And Cindy's going to get caught out once again. It's really not good for him. And he will most likely go down once again. So that's another kill. And now 6 kills ahead.
Yeah, and Fake probably shouldn't have committed then. They're going to surround him. He's going to be able to get back to his tower. What is going to happen? I don't think they're going to dive him here.
They can't
They do have those illusions, yeah.
All 3 of those bottom lane heroes are low HP at the moment. And they need to get out. Clockwork gets a hook right now. It's on cooldown, so he won't do it, but he can fire another missile in about 1 second. It's going to come out very soon. Oh,
ooh.
Direct hit on the Sand King. Not enough damage to kill him, but he will have to TP out.
Yeah, and as we can see, it looks as though the Darkseer has actually been walking around picking up the jungle while he harasses the Mirana up on the top. He's actually doing pretty well in his lane there.
So Darkseer on 30 creep kills, 30-2, while Render on 41 for nothing. They're picking up the bulk of the gold at the moment, while the bottom lane is suffering quite a bit with 16 creeps overall for the bottom lane shared between Doombringer and Venomancer.
Yeah, gonna have a quick look at that graph again. Look at that, we've actually just hit 2,000 difference in experience earned. Is swinging back a little bit now, and 2,000 in gold as well.
Jump with a double damage rune in the mid lane. Mizuko's going to feel the pain very soon. And he's managed to pick up a rocket. rocket flare from the from Mizuko's Clockwork.
Oh, look at that jump taking a bit of damage.
Bit of exchange going on there. So I think
look at this though. Look at this. The Darkseer is in so much trouble. He's using his surge to the best of his ability. He's going to get away, but Sand King is going to. Oh.
Sand King just misses that. That is a level 3 Burrow Strike, not quite having the range there. Level 5 Burrow Strike, level 4 rather. Level 4 Burrow Strike may have had the range, but level 3 definitely does not have the range.
Absolutely. And check this out. Enigma is coming to lane by himself. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage from that. They might actually be able to pick up an Enigma for their troubles.
Oh, we did see a Black Hole there, but he cancelled it. He cancelled that Black Hole.
That was odd. And look at this. Mizuko, he's trapped Jump. I think Jump might have the damage. No, he does not.
And there's a region ready right for him. He's going to pick that up and hopefully turn around to help Cindy, who will go down otherwise.
Oh, wow. Did not help Cindy quick enough. That is unfortunate. Look at this, Enigma's coming. Oh! Huge kill there. Leshrac picking up. Leshrac picked up Enigma right there.
See, nice. Clockwork needed that hook shot. If Clockwork had the hook shot, he could have hooked right onto the Leshrac. Obviously, Clockwork's hook shot being very similar to Pudge's hook, it does the exact opposite though. Instead of hooking the player towards you, you hook yourself towards the player.
Yeah, we've got a player TPing in down bottom. That would be Jump coming to back up like Zilla, aka Bulk.
I think
and as you can see, the Mirana, though, the Mirana is currently free farming over on the left while the Darkseer is over here.
I've actually just noticed something. The bulk of Mirana's damage that she's taking has actually come from mid lane's rocket flare. Clockwork has been shooting a lot of rockets to the top lane to harass that Mirana, and I think that's actually where most of the damage is coming from. I just saw that just then.
Oh, true. Yeah, well, that's an interesting strategy, really, isn't it?
Or when you have that global rockets, you feel free to shoot them however you want to. And I think action on the bottom lane once again. Sand King wanting to get something here. Venomancer not looking too healthy.
Going on them under the tower, but that's going to be Veno down. And is he going to be able to surge out of there? No, he runs into the creeps. He's not going to get out.
I don't know if you saw, but the Sand King was going for a epicenter, and of course you need a 2-second channel to get the epicenter off. And what Darkseer did is he used his vacuum to vacuum the Sand King, and it actually cancelled the animation.
They've got the Enigma. Jumper's taking so much damage though. Are they going to go on him? No, they're not going to be able to.
Not enough support.
Yeah, Jump was lucky to be able to back out of that one actually.
Shadow Demon now moved to the mid lane, so we're at 11. We're just about 12 minutes into the game, and already the lanes are a bit. We're not really seeing any laning anymore. I think we're definitely moving towards the mid game right now. The bottom tier 1 tower for the Radiant side is already gone, so that's a 1 tower advantage, which you'll see on the gold graph is definitely helping the Dire side out. That 1 tower advantage.
Yeah, most definitely 4,000 now.
With towers offering a lot of gold, so.
Yeah, both of them are over 4,000 advantage now. In a competitive match, this would be damn near GG.
Well, I wouldn't say it's GG just quite yet. Anything can happen between the 20-minute mark, between the 20 and 40-minute mark is really where we're going to see most of these heroes shine. A lot of mid-game heroes in both teams. Clockwork's effectiveness will be running up very shortly. They need to do something very quickly with this Clockwork, and with the rest of the team, they might just be able to do that on the top lane, as we can see 2 heroes chasing down Mirana.
Mirana's going to be able to get out though, and Darkseer is very, very low, and they're about to run into a lovely sandwich. Look at the friends they've just made. Very nice.
Will most likely go. Very low heroes. They're going to take Mirana for their efforts. They got. Shadow Demon's got to just make it out on a slither of health and Jump with the Rubik will clean up the rest of the plays.
Yeah. Sand King's down here. What is Cindy up to? The Venomancer is currently hiding in the trees.
I think he might be waiting. Could be springing a trap. Could be springing a trap. Although no support there. Enigma's not there. He's TPing to mid. So they're going to defend the mid tower. Right into a gank. So. That's the thing. That's like the risk you take against TPing into a Leshrac, is that he can time that stun so you get stunned right out of your TP. And I believe they're going to take this tier 1 mid without any issue, unless Doombringer wants to do something here.
Oh, Fake's coming to.
Gonna die? No deny.
Nah. In fact, they might even pick up Fake for this. If the Leshrac had been there to support a little bit earlier, it definitely would have picked up Fake.
Fake definitely has that the phase boots as well as Scorched Earth, which allows him to run really quickly. So Doom, although very large, is very difficult to chase down. Jump has just picked himself up a regen rune. right back to full health, and
I'm wondering if we're going to see a push middle. They do have someone bottom to worry about.
yeah, they could either push the middle or no. I think they actually would be a bit dangerous to push the middle. They know the Radiant have a lot of heroes converging on the middle.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at this! Big old Blackzilla is in so much trouble. He's gonna go down. Big kill right there, and they're also going to pick up a third
one. They could pick up a third one right here if they're lucky.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if they're going to get it off in time.
And as you saw, you know exactly what I said about that that clockwork. Very, very powerful.
Nice.
Very powerful initiation. Did you see the hook right into the right into the power cogs? 2 kills there, 3 kills rather for the Dire.
Yeah, and Rubik straight back, right back into the fight. Let's have a look what's happened with the EXP as a result of that. It has actually come down somewhere around about a bit over 1,000. So EXP has come down about 1,000, and gold has come down nearly 1,000 as well.
So it's going to go. It's slowly going back towards the Radiant side.
Yeah. Yet again, though, they have quite a bit of ground to make up. But of course, if we look at the kills, 6 to 14.
Rona's still soloing that top lane for the time being until this Darkseer comes back. Another thing to note is that when you're behind in this game, because the other team is more XP, when you kill those players because they're higher level than you, you actually get more XP out of that. So, you know, this allows teams that are losing to come back. If you can take fights and win against players that are higher level than you, you get more XP out of that. So you actually can come back quite easily. If you win those fights, although it's a lot easier said than done. Obviously, you're fighting against higher level heroes. I was
actually watching a Purge game last night. A game Purge was casting. I can't remember who the teams were, but I believe they were about 10 kills down. They managed to win one team fight with an absolutely massive deficit, completely demolished the other team, and they raxed them as a result of it.
Seeing a bit of action on the top lane.
Whoa, Darkseer's getting really low. He wants that Sand King. He cannot has the Sand King though, and he's going to get trapped.
Clockwork's going to die here, and Darkseer's going to get away. I think the Clockwork realized that he was going to go down there. He wanted to make the trade on the Sand King, which I actually thought would be a really good trade. You definitely want to make the trade the Sand King, who is nearing his Blink Dagger. He wants that Blink Dagger. He's on 1,700 gold. And once that Sand King has a Blink Dagger, the Radiant might be in a bit of trouble. And also, we see Render, he's about to get his Blink Dagger on the bottom lane. He's been jungling for a long time now, uncontested. Has only had 2 deaths, and he's going to pick up his Blink Dagger right now. So actually, Radiant are looking very good for teamfight. If they take a teamfight now, they're going to have that Blink initiation that they want.
They're going on this, obviously they're going down here, not much happening there. 4 players pushing. And they're just going to push it down on... no, they're not going to... I thought they were going to push down to the T2. No, they're falling out.
I think...
Let's have a look at the item builds, Ace.
Yeah, there's the item button on the top right as well. So we can see on the item, Instash, Render, with the Enigma, has that Blink Dagger I was talking about, ready to go. Bloodstone on the Leshrac already at only 17 minutes into the game. It's extremely fast. Obviously, Bloodstone allowing the Leshrac to just constantly throw out skills. The mana regen on that item is insane. Standard carry items on Mirana, and 2 mana boots, 1 on Rubik and 1 on Sand King.
Oh, look at this. They're going for the gank on Fake. They're going to pick him up. No problems at all. Sand King and Leshrac, too strong.
It's not looking too good for Fake at the moment. He's got 1,600 gold in bank, coming up to 1,700. I think he wants that Sacred Relic.
Oh, no, they can't have that Enigma. Look at that, Sand King's going to get picked up. Very nice work by Shadow Demon.
Venomancer is going to take a fall there to Leshrac. And more action from right on the top lane. We have Clockwork trying to get out of there.
Oh, Clockwork, run your little ass off. Actually, they're all bunched up, though. I was wondering if he was going to go for... Oh, the big... Oh, that is so big. That is so big. Tanking the tower, they're going to have to fall back, but Render is in there. Black hole.
Black hole has hit 3
big
heroes.
Black hole. Come on, surely they can pick someone up here. Look at this. They get Gus. They should have got more players. This Mexico's actually going to go down. Oh my god, child. Jesus.
If you saw that, Jump stole the Black Hole from the Enigma who just used it and managed to use it back.
Do you know how proud he is right now, bro? He is so proud. We're going to be hearing about this later. And, oh, well, Bulk's going to go down. I don't know why he didn't back up.
Rubik's gonna get away with a triple kill on 250 HP.
Yeah. I mean, let's have a look what damage that just caused. Look at that. It was coming back in the favor of the Radiant. However, it slipped back to the Dire with that one goal. And look at this. We're up to 6,000 gold in favor right now.
6,000 gold would be enough to buy you one in-game item right now. Although 6,000 gold is spread across your 5 players, means each player is that much closer to getting an item that they want. And I believe Sand King is just on the brink of getting that Blink Dragon right now. He's about 70 to 80 gold off.
Yeah, and that will be he'll be a lot more powerful with that.
It's obviously
so we've got Marana and who's that? Is that Leshrac going bottom?
Yep. And they'll be looking for this kill on
the
they've
Darkseer,
been seen though. Darkseer knows, and it's going to be stun. And it hits. The stun definitely hits. Wall.
Oh yeah.
Pull not
wall.
into the wall. So not the best wall, but that's okay. In the river we have Jump versus Maziko. Jump's gonna take a fall here to Maziko, who double power cogs in the river of the.
There's a haste rune right there as well, but Bulk is gonna pick up the haste rune. He's not screwing around though.
Karo is on the Shadow Demon is gonna pick that up.
Yeah. Oh, and check this out. Marana is in all sorts of trouble. Maziko is gonna pick him up. Blackzilla's still trying to come in. Oh, look at this. Sketch is solo. That Darkseer is gonna have to surge out of here. He does not have enough mana to surge.
It's gonna happen.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. He's got.
Oh, they're gonna pick up the Enigma anyway.
Yeah, and they're gonna.
So decided to turn around for the Enigma.
Actually, what item build has the Darkseer?
So Darkseer's gone pretty standard. Soul Ring into Hood of Defiance. He will be building that Pipe of Insight, which is an extremely needed item. They need that Pipe of Insight, which obviously provides their whole team with a 400 mana shield, which allows them to tank 400 damage of any spell damage for the whole team. And of course, against a team that is running Leshrac and Sand King, it's a lot of magic damage coming up that they will need to be tanking. So
wow, look at the mana regen rate thanks to that Bloodstone on Leshrac. That is 15. That's huge.
He's got seven charges on that Bloodstone. So racking it up slowly getting in there. 11 kills on the Leshrac, just might add that.
Yeah, and of course 6 earn charges on the Shadow Demon.
So actually, I think Fake is he's not going to go for the early Radiance anyway. He realizes the team is rather behind. There's not a lot of places to farm, so he's going to go for the AE Vanguard instead, which I think he can just pick up right now if he wanted to. He's definitely got the gold for it. He might just finish his Vanguard and then go into a Radiance.
So they're going on the Marana by the looks of things. Marana's going to be able to jump away, and then we might see the rest of the team.
Stun right there.
Big stun. Yeah, so they're going to get the Marana.
And Doombringer gets the kill as well, which will obviously help him work towards his items. Jump is big. So we got big epicenter. Epicenter only on one hero. So not the best epicenter, and he's going to get locked inside the power cogs of the Clockwork, and it's going to be a kill.
Yeah, that's big.
And Bulk looks like he's in a lot of trouble right here. He could go down. Venomancer's very low. Venomancer will die.
He picks up Cindy though.
Not before getting the ultimate off though, mind you.
Yeah, well, Cindy chasing at the front, it was kind of inevitable. Oh, and look at that. Darkseer. Was that Darkseer who pulled him into the cogs?
No, that would have been Zico. Hooked and then cogged straight away. And he's doomed. He'll go down here. There's no way. No? Oh, Marana ulti. Just save jump.
You joke.
Marana ulti has just save jump.
Yeah, big joke, and he's going to get out. No, he's not. Oh, my God. Oh my God.
He steals the surge as well.
Hilarious. Look at this, and then Meziko's going to get picked up.
It's not a good play by Clockwork. He overextended quite a lot there to try and hunt down those kills and just didn't pay off for him. Jumper's going to pick up Darkseer here, and Darkseer he's going to miss the arrow, so not the best combo right there. They're going to have to work on that. 3 players chasing down this Darkseer though. Who surges himself. He's going to get away most likely. Marana's not going to have an arrow up for another 13 seconds. So, and of course support comes in from the Radiant side. They're going to probably pick up this Marana for their troubles.
Oh, well, they might actually get the Darkseer. Big arrow, please, big arrow. Nah, not going to happen. They will be livid. As you say, though, this game is definitely going into a mid-game, heading towards late as well. We only just cast coming up on the 24-minute mark right now. But, Yeah, no sign of T2's dropping it except for the bottom one.
T2 has dropped on the bottom,
side.
yeah.
So, but that's the only one though. So.
And Items looking up. Jumper's going to be building his Bloodstone. He's got his point booster, soul booster rather, which is one half of the component of the Bloodstone. He just needs his Perseverance, which he's going to be able to get in about 300 gold. Items for other people. Pipe of Insight is up on the Dark Sea, so that's a really important item. It's a big item for their team. Big team fight. I think towards the later part of this game, you're going to see 5 heroes strolling against other 5 heroes. Now it's going to be 5v5 for the latter part of this game, and pings go out to Roshan.
Oh wow. Bad timing there, and I think we're going to...
Epicenter goes in. Sketch needs to get... Oh, big wall. Wall into the...
Big wall.
Doom on the Sand King, and he's going to go down. Black hole from Jump. That was a black hole from Jump. Who will go down here? They need to kill. They need to kill.
World of Hurt. Oh, they managed to pick up Clockwork. Clockwork getting in too deep, and they're going to get Cindy as well. Shows you how quickly things can turn around. Blackzilla actually running through the wall.
I think they might have overcommitted there. The thing about committing into a Leshrac is that your whole team will be taking a lot of damage from that Pulse Nova ultimate, and Leshrac sitting at 3.5k gold right now. He can have his choice about whatever he wants, and he's just bought something. Let's take a look at his stash.
Who's that?
Leshrac. Just spent 3,000 gold on something. Aghanim Scepter? Aghanim Scepter. So Leshrac now has Aghanim Scepter, which will increase his damage on the ultimate. Seeing really good warding by the Dire side. If you look across the map, 3 wards out, very good ward locations, very aggressive warding rather. A lot of warding on the Radiant side, and yeah, Roshan is up, and no one has seemed to really want to take that right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking that was interesting as you were saying it about the warding. There's been at least 2 opportunities I thought the Dire might have gone for it.
Yeah, well, Roshan is not warded.
And if it's not warded, it would be awesome to see a really aggressive Radiant.
Roshan. Darkseer managed to see the players up there and
tallied them down in front of the tower.
He vacuumed them down right in front of the tower. So it's really good. Arrow from the side is going to be on top of the Doombringer, and it's going to be a big fight on the tower.
Oh, wow. Render's going to... No, he's not. Mirana's going to get him, yes. Well, look at them running for their lives.
Clockwork traps 2 heroes.
Big work by Clockwork right there.
Oh, they need to help kill this. One more hit, and the Leshrac finally goes down.
Yeah, that was a big kill. They needed to get that Leshrac.
And they need to get this Doombringer out. I don't think it's going to happen. He's going to go down, most likely. Yeah, he will go down.
Yeah. Right, let's jump into these stats quickly while we've got a second to breathe. 12,000 difference in experience and 9,000 difference in gold.
So it's a very big experience difference. If you look at the hero panel, the majority of the Dire heroes are definitely a lot more leveled than the Radiant heroes, especially with the Leshrac on level 17. Clockwork...
Well, let's see, what have we got? Yeah, so Clockwork's on 15, so he's the highest leveled on their team, but as you say, 16 and 17 on the Dire side.
Clockwork's very powerful. I just realized, I can't believe I didn't notice this earlier, but Clockwork's combo with the Darkseer is a really powerful combo, you know? Clockwork can trap multiple heroes inside his cogs using his AoE DPS with one of his skills, and then Darkseer can pop an Ion Shell on top of that, doing an extra 90 damage per second. It's really big damage.
Not only that, but if someone doesn't quite get caught on it, there's also the possibility of using Vacuum to suck them in there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mixing the wall in that mix,
you've got all sorts of fun. Yeah. Doom has gone out on the Leshrac, and Doombringer right in the thick of the fight. He'll most likely go down. He's in a bad position. He's not on a lot of health, and he just needs to get himself out of it.
They really want this Doombringer.
Oh, he's the only one there. He needs to just run. The Mirana arrow will come out very soon. Oh no, there's just going to be a Blink Burrow Strike Receiver going to be more effective. He gets the kill!
Oh, wow.
And meanwhile, Leshrac takes to middle tier 2.
Yeah, and they're going to go Roche now, surely. Are they going to push down bot tower before they go?
Top tower, maybe. They don't think they'll get it.
Look at that, because they've still got 4 up.
Top is really pushed up, so they need to push the lane back a bit for top if they want to take that tower.
Let's have a look at Jump. He's actually just hit level 16. Mirana's on level 15.
So this game is not looking too good for Doomringer right now. 6 deaths on your carry is not preferable, and he's on 2.8 gold. He's 1k away from that Sacred Relic, obviously building into that Radiance that he desperately needs. I'm really surprised, Griever, that he has opted not to finish that Vanguard. I mean, he's 1 item away from the Vanguard. He's got the Stout Shield, got the Vitality Booster. He just needs the Ring of Health, which will set him back.
I
by
wondered
about
when he was going to do it, because
gold.
he obviously got the Stout Shield as part of his initial loadout, but...
He definitely wants that Vanguard. You can tell by those 2 items. He just, I think he just wants to get that Sacred Relic first.
Especially against a team like this, it would really be
I would think you'd get the Vanguard first, and then you'd use, it would help you survive a bit. And he may not have died as many times as he has. Like out of those 6 deaths, and some of them may have been prevented, and that would have maybe helped with his gold a bit.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, I play an extremely newbie Darkseer, but. That's
Venomancer on the top river.
What am I saying? Yeah.
So
that's a really good little pick there.
I don't know if you saw, but Jump stole Hookshot from Clockwork, and he immediately hooked himself right onto Venomancer, and took him out extremely quickly. Venomancer being a really soft support hero.
Yeah. And see, they're trying to go on Enigma down the bottom. Is only the two of them together. Trouble. Yeah, Render is actually going to get picked up at the end of that. And then the rest of the team is going to come in. They've got 5 players right here. Clockwork using his
power cogs
as power cogs for...
Just to buy himself. Well, no, he's just doing it to just block out the other team. Just to keep the other team out for a slight moment. Cause, while this tier 3 looks like it will most likely go down. Darkseer doing whatever damage he can. That's actually a really interesting effect. He got levitated and then inside the disruption orb, however you like it. There's actually two walls up. One of those walls is jumps, and one of them
I was going to say Jumps wall.
One of them is jumps for sure.
He's trying to run. Mexico's going for the big hook on him. He misses it. Oh, and he gets picked up. Oh, well. Oh, he does get his jump. He'll be happy. No, he won't. He'll be sad. But he's still got jump. The consolation prize, don't they?
Yeah, there's a really good trade for Dire because they only lost 1 hero for 3, and this will allow big black hole.
Oh, black hole.
Doom unfortunately doesn't have the damage. Oh man, if only Doom had more items, then he could have completely destroyed the heroes within the black hole. Just not enough damage from Doom. He's under-leveled, under-farmed, and he's so close. He's so close to the relic, and he's gonna die.
Nice job getting out of there.
Oh, and Enigma TPing just out of the fight just before the Mirana arrow hit.
Are they going to be able to
Sand King's in a bit of trouble here.
Enigma's going to pick up Sand King, surely.
He will get that Sand King, and Darkseer's in a bit of trouble. He's going to try and get out. Dodges the stun, and this is a very powerful Leshrac. If you look at this Leshrac's regen right now, the Bloodstone, 14 charges on the Bloodstone. Look at his mana regen right now.
26.2, Jesus Christ.
So Pipe of Insight going up for Shadow Demon right now, so both teams now have their pipes. 2 big items for both teams. And that gold graph has just skyrocketed, Griever. It's just gone so far down to the dire side.
Oh, hard. What is it now? Jesus, 14,000 experience, 20,000.
14,000 gold and over 20,000 experience.
They're looking to roast now? They still haven't even roast.
Pings go up. Pings go up from the Radiant side. I think they know. They definitely know. And those are jump wards. Jump is stolen Plague Wards, and he's actually blocked off the little ramp with Plague Wards.
Oh, I love him. Nice wards.
And I believe Leshrac might actually take on. I think Leshrac should take this this Aegis once they get it. It'll most likely be Leshrac because he's definitely the main power of their team right now. He'll be building into a Shiva's Guard. He's got the Playmail, he just needs the Mystic Staff to build into the Shiva's Guard.
And the poor Radiant, they know this is going on, and they knew for quite a while.
If you look at Sand King's positioning right now.
Where is Sand King? Oh.
Sneaky, he gets sucked right down. and into the wall. Clockwork going straight in with the cogs, trapped Shadow Demon inside the cogs, and a big fight going on at the Roche Pit. And who will be the first casualty?
trying to get out.
Enigma, incoming Epicenter. Epicenter takes down
Darkseer
two heroes.
Yeah. But they're all running through the wall. Oh, wow. Sandking's going to go down, and, yeah, wow.
So I was wrong, either I was wrong, or Doombringer has decided once again to change his item build. He's decided to use that, Vitality boost and combine it with a Reaver to make it harder to Rask. So he's not going to go for either the Radiance or the Vanguard now. He's going to combine those two into harder to Rask, which will make him last a lot longer in teamfights. Although I think it's not really about him lasting in teamfights right now that I'm concerned about. It's the amount of damage that he's really putting out. He needs that Radiance because that Radiance will just output a lot of team damage that the team really needs right now. I mean, if you look at the Dire side, the output of their damage is really strong with the Leshrac and Sand King's big AoE damage, big AoE ultimates right there. And really on the Radiant side, you realistically only have the Enigma Black Hole on top of Darkseer Ion Shell and maybe the Wall. And because Doombringer's damage right now is really negligible, Venom Monster has that ultimate, which can be really useful for the damage, but it takes a long time for the damage to kick in. Obviously, it's a big DOT, and actually, well, I said that Venom Monster's going to find Mirana in the jungle.
Interesting choice to chase, because Mirana is now going to turn around, and then Jump is going to come in.
I'm not too sure what's going on there. Venom Monster's going to kill himself for really nothing. But as I was saying, as you saw in that last team fight, the damage on the Dire side just heavily outweighs the damage on the Radiant side. I would have stuck to that Radiance if I was on the Radiant side to try and rush that Radiance on the Doombringer because he needs the damage output.
Look at this Sand King with Iron. Look, they're going to engage on Render.
Enigma's going to get caught out here, and that will be a kill.
He's going to get toasted.
So
he bursted him down so quick.
I'm going to try and chase after this Shadow Demon on the top lane, who
good.
most likely get away. Oh no, he gets hooked right onto,
wow.
And this will be his death. He gets doomed anyway. Probably didn't need the doom, but he's going to get doomed for his trouble anyway.
Yeah, and the wall goes up. Interesting engage, but they're definitely going to get Darkseer. He's not going to be able to search.
We are now looking at 22 kills ahead. 23 kills ahead, rather, for Dire now. This is all but over, Groover, I think.
Yeah. As I was saying earlier, if this was a competitive match, they would have used this advantage and it would be long gone. But yeah, this is unfortunate.
If this was a competitive match as well, I think maybe the teams may have picked their heroes a bit differently.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no. I think the picks were really good. I think I can see what they were trying to do with that Clockwork Darkseer combo, and it has worked multiple.
It's worked really well.
It has.
But yet again, if you get outplayed in other ways, especially with the team comp of,
there's a black hole coming from Enigma right now. It's not going to be able to do too much. He will die for this. It's just not enough. See, the thing about Black Hole is the rest of your team really needs to be able to come through with the damage support for it to be useful. And
Fake walked in there wanting to do damage and instead he just got eaten.
See, Doombringer's damage output is just honestly just not high enough to be really able to help right now. And I think that's what's going to cost them the game. And that, of course, it's not because of the Doombringer pick or how you played, it's more because of the amount of pressure he had on the bottom lane at the start, Groover. If you remember that level 1 gank straight on top of Doombringer. Didn't get the kill,
well, they knew that, though. That's obviously why they tri-lane. They saw that. They knew that was the carry and that they had to keep him from getting fed in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. And they really did a good job on it. And look at this, they're probably even going to pick up Bulk for their troubles.
Maybe. Bulk's damage output is so high though.
Oh no, it's going to turn around. Here comes the Mirana. Oh no. And that's that.
Leshrac now on 24 charges on the Bloodstone. And if you look at his regen now... His regen now, it's like as if he was just sitting in Fountain.
Jesus, 42. That's ludicrous.
Interesting to note is if you hit 25 charges on your Blood Zone, you will get an instant respawn. He will die now. If you look at his respawn time, he does. He instantly respawn. Look. If you ever look at spawn, Leshrac has instantly respawned with his Blood Zone charges.
That's crazy.
So I think it actually might be a 24 charge. So 24 charges gives you an instant respawn, I think, is what we just saw. Could be wrong.
Yeah, that's absolutely
and he's
crazy.
going to buy a Boots of Travel and come straight back into the middle lane. This will be game over, Groover. 2 lanes of Rexes, 55 to 26, and
40,000 difference in experience, 30,000 difference in gold.
And if you open the tab right next to those, the gold tab, you can see the individual GPMs of the players and how much gold they've earned total across the game.
Jesus. Leshrac, 22,000 in not even 40 minutes. 22,000 in less than 40 minutes. No, almost 23,000 in less than 40 minutes. Jesus.
And 572 GPM with 715 XP per minute.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So the most farm player on the Radiant side only has about 10 point, yeah, not even 10.1 gold, 10,600 gold. So less than half of Leshrac's gold is accumulated over the entire game.
Yeah.
And that'll be a good
that's
game.
going to be GG. Right, we're going to wrap that recording up there. Of course, this is my first attempt at a Dota 2 cast, as it was Avril's. Very well done, dude.
Thank you. Very well done to you as well.
Yeah, and yeah, you never know, we might put this on YouTube, we might not. I made a few newbie calls, but that's just the way it goes, and we'll see where we're at.
All in the learning process.
Yeah, if this does end up on YouTube, thank you for joining us. This is Newbie Casts with Griever and Not So Newbie A's. Sure.
Yeah.